And good evening, folks. Welcome back to UndercoverET. I hope everyone has had a restful weekend so far. And guys, thank you very much for all your comments in the last video. What an amazing find regarding that 8 or 9 year old video from Dr. Shipe. I didn't expect to find something like that. It kind of looked like Starbug out of Red Dwarf, didn't it? Really fast moving object. Clearly we only saw it in one frame, and it did kind of do something to the camera as well. The audio kind of went out a little bit there. I'm going to do a whole video on audio clips soon, and that will include the North Carolina one once again. Now there's a few people watching the channel, I'd love to get more opinions on this. So yeah, past videos, guys, lots of audio stuff. Dr. Shipe's also sent me loads of audio stuff as well. Just glitches, clicks, that sort of thing. Got loads of stuff from my people as well. Everyone that's come in, normally across the year, they will capture some kind of an audio transmission type thing. Talking with Skywatch Signal recently, and we're kind of trying to make things work between us, because we do have the same goal ultimately. And look, I'm putting myself out there whilst on the topic, and I've said to him, look, I want to send you a few clips that I need checked for AI, CGI. I'm confident, but if it's fake, I'll hold my hands up, you know. But I'd like a few people to check it. I've asked him outright this morning. He said, yeah, he'll do it. He can't put a time scale on it, but he'll do it. He'll ask someone else to do it as well. We got to put our money where our mouth is at the end of the day. And with that, Ben in Oklahoma, his source of capture, it keeps me up at night, and not for a bad reason. I just feel like we've got the evidence there to see what's inside. You know, like, I feel like the evidence is there. I feel like it's probably something on my computer as well I haven't checked, in my own footage, where I've captured something amazing. I've been filming today, as you can see, sun's gleaming out there, so I've taken full advantage. I've had the camera out for about 2 hours this morning. It's been brilliant stuff, really good quality. Whether I've captured anything or not, who knows. I've just added it to the folder of videos I haven't checked yet. I may have already got the gold, but I can't help but look over some of the footage that you guys have captured in the past, which is absolute gold. And so I look back to Ben in Oklahoma, this clip right here. This is the original file, and it really is just amazing. You know, a flying saucer comes in with another object, got a white one and a black one together at the end there. It absolutely it's just remarkable stuff. And so I thought, what could I do with this clip, you know, right now? I've already pulled it apart, analysed it, enhanced some images. What I haven't done is I haven't run it through an AI enhancement tool, like the whole video, to make it smoother. So that's what I did this morning. And I know that doesn't do any like positive things for the footage, but we've got the original file. We can see what's there. We know it's not a bird or a bug. So I figured, well, why not try and clear it up as much as possible, and then go one step further and clear up those single images again. So this is what we're going to do. It won't take me too long, but I believe we'll get some right bangers out of it. And I need more than just my eyes on this. I'd like you guys to see inside this craft with these AI enhanced images from an AI enhanced cleared up version of this video. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get a better picture of what's inside and around this craft. I want to see all your comments. I'm going to read them all. Let me know all your thoughts. And I'm going to tell you right now, this isn't 100%. I mean, the fact that it was captured and it is the saucer, that is 100%. We've now got to distinguish whether they are turrets on the outside, beings on the inside, what they're doing. Let's get into it. But before we do, UFO Mania has posted this, which is obviously a picture of Steven Spielberg's billboard poster regarding his Disclosure movie, which is out in June of next year. And you can see here, guys, what he's done is he's changed the contrast, done a few exposure changes, and he claims that somewhere in the bottom corner here you could see a grey alien. And he goes, if you squint your eyes and look at the image, you can see a grey. Now, honestly, I'm not seeing it down there. I think the only thing that may depict a grey is this grey up here. You see this bit's greyed out? And then if you squint your eyes, you may see like a shoulder, a head, you know, but it's not really clear enough. Let me know if you are seeing an image of a grey alien just by looking at this picture, the way it's been done. Too hard to tell, but I thought it'd be a good one to start off with. as we are going to go straight into imagery of this saucer. Thanks very much, UFO Mania. Alright guys, so you saw the original clip, I overlaid it at the start of the video. This is now the enhanced version. And to be honest, there's not a lot of difference, guys. There's not a lot of difference. The plane looks a little bit clearer, a little bit smoother. Doesn't look like anything's really been added. And that just means that all these little flickers we're going to get across the screen will be a bit more apparent. And of course, down at the bottom we get this first one, there it is, and then boom, we get the saucer come in. And then you get this white flicker with the black one. Actually, it's quite clear using this tool. And then I think a dragon comes past, or potentially the saucer again, there it is. And I'll just go back frame by frame because it's never been clearer for that moment. But if you look at this. You know, really, really good. Well, if that's the same saucer, it's just cloaked itself, and this is what we're left with, guys. So all these dragons that we're saying are dragons, if they look like this, actually it could be a saucer, and we just don't know. I mean, we've just seen a saucer in this clip, and then this thing zips past. Is it a recon vehicle, or is it the main object in question? If I could tell you that, guys, honestly, I'd be a billionaire, probably. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Anyway, just going back through the clip, because this is what's important. Get this one at the bottom here, and this again to me is another saucer. It's definitely not acting like a dragon the way it's flowing through the air. But to me, that's just another saucer. This is two saucers. You can see the top hat shape. It's really, really clear. And then from up here, look at this. Look at this. Boom, boom. That's an interesting one. So I'm going to take snippets, guys. Fresh snippets of all of these moments. And hopefully, you know, we're going to get something that's a bit different to what we got last time. Well, I know we will. I mean, I've done one or two already, and I've already had something different, guys. But I'm going to go through each frame. I feel like it deserves all the attention we can give it. I mean, there's not too much going on. And that still looks really cool, doesn't it? Even if it doesn't look like there's too much detail, and it comes back with something. Something is better than nothing at this point. What do you think, guys? Do you think this is just completely a waste of time trying to get a decent image out of a real saucer using the technology that we've got? I get it. You know, using AI will just muffle the waters a little bit, but we've got the original file, and you've seen the original plane. It's not much different to what you're seeing here, guys. I feel like look at that. Clearing up these images may give us just a little something that we can relate to again in the future. Maybe we'll get something really clear without using AI, and then we can come back to this and say, you know what, that was the real deal. That's what we might come back and say. That was the real deal. And now we've got 2 or 3 of the same image from, you know, God knows where, from God knows who. I mean, what's baffling me here, you can see like there's clearly 3 lines going across this saucer, and then all of a sudden one disappears, look, and you've got a different image. This is what's going on. It's what's confusing people. Now, I believe there are several turrets coming off of this thing. It does fire out an orb, which you should see in one of these frames, but you have to really slow the footage down in order to see it leaving, because it's shooting these things out so fast. What I like about this one is you see the shape of it here. It kind of dips down, and then it meets at a point and then dips up again like a triangle, and that kind of reminds me of Gordon. Reminds me of Gordon, you know, cloaked Gordon. Imagine that, guys, if there was an actual saucer that was half cloaked coming down into your garden and just saying hello, whizzing past, knowing you're recording. Just, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. This is real, you know. I put it up to scrutiny. If anyone wants to test it, I'll have multiple people test it. And the reason for doing that, guys, is I want to make sure that it's done properly. I don't want someone trying to defraud this evidence by going, yeah, I've tested it, it's false. I want multiple people to test it, and I want it to be challenged. And I mean, I'm confident, you know, I'm confident, Ben's confident, but why not? You know, why not test it as well? So we've got that to it as well. Why would people avoid testing it? There's a big question to be answered here. And I hear that the authority loves staying away from real flying saucers. Well, here's one, and I'm not staying away from it, guys. Now, I've taken this image before, and it looked like a bed with a being sat in the front here. But honestly, like this is why I say that I think this object is turning whilst it's moving through the air, because we're seeing different things going on in the middle with every frame, and I feel like this thing is spinning so fast we just simply wouldn't know which direction and how fast it's really going. It's a bit like when you're watching your wheel going around in your car and the acceleration's going, your wheels are turning, you see the alloys going like crazy. Looks like they're turning both ways when they're going really fast. You know, that's how physics works. Press accelerate to move you forward, then the wheel should look like it's going clockwise. But a lot of the time, if it goes, you know, once it reaches a certain speed, it starts to look like it's going the other way. And so with these objects, it's no different, whether it be something that they're propelling or trying to portray around their craft to make this happen, or whether their craft is actually turning. This is the effect it's giving us, guys. So yeah, it's interesting, but at the same time, it's freaky because they have this tech, and it's like, it's very hard to try and work out what's going on, you know. All I can say with absolute certainty, guys, is Ben in Oklahoma has taken this, and it's not flapping wings. It's clearly not a bird or a bug. And, you know, he didn't even believe in anything that anyone was saying regarding these Dragon UAP. And here we are analysing the best footage that's come out, I believe, in recent times. That gives us a clear indication of a flying saucer with potential occupants. That's massive. That's massive. And honestly, I can't believe the press haven't got hold of this yet, but people are staying away from it because apparently going too close to the real thing is just too hard to talk about for reasons maybe we don't understand. Who knows? But yeah. Oh, look at this beauty. Look at that. That's a really good one. And this one also looks pretty fabulous, guys. Alright guys, so let's do this. So I use Pickwish blur to clear function. As you can see, all it does is it turns this blurry blimp into a clear blimp. Just enhances the colours that it sees, enhances the lines that it sees, doesn't add anything to the image, just literally just connects dots, guys. That does mean that you're not always going to get an accurate image, but you are going to get something. You're going to get something out of nothing, guys. So let's take these screenshots here. Now I've labelled them all up. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down to 8. I did a few earlier on. Okay, so they're the ones I'm going to load. Okay guys, so here we have it. Look at this for a first image, and look at that. No wings, no plasma, just a saucer enjoying the day out. Look at that. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Shall I do, I'm going to do a second round, guys, so. Oi, oi. What's going on here then? Look at that. It's like an eye down there, isn't it? That's weird. Okay, let's keep going. So these are the ones taken from far out, guys, so you can see the difference that I'm getting. I'm not getting as much detail for keeping it so far out. Obviously zooming in's giving me a little bit more, but you know, it's worth doing just to see what we get from that. Oi, oi. Michael Jackson's hat's taken off there. That's really cool, actually. That's worth taking again. And yeah, look, very like turret-like, isn't it? Seems to have a light object or being or something producing light there. That much I can guarantee you. There is something there producing some kind of light. you know, it's probably not accurate in terms of the image, but the general shape of it is, guys, and this is the point. We're just trying to find out if we can see something within something, you know, using the tools that we've got. Oh, look, it's getting juicy now. Look at this. Look at that. We're definitely doing that one again. And I'd like to do that one again as well. That's pretty cool. That one was, again, taken at a distance. You can tell there from the starting image. So we'll go in like there and see what that comes back as. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Turrets sticking out there. And this is why I think the object's spinning, guys, because we keep getting the turret facing and then we've got one going the other way, but I think there's one on each side. There must be four. But we're getting them at different angles. This is interesting. Wow. Looks like a potential grey in there or something. That's crazy, man. Let me know whether there's something sat upright or whether there's something laying down. I don't know, guys. This is just insane stuff. We're going to get that detailed up. See if we can pull out any more from that. Take it with a pinch of salt. It is blurred to clear. Oh, look at this. Again, we look, see whatever's going on here. Maybe it is plasma, but we're missing a part of the craft here. It's covered up by this silhouette of grey shade. It's crazy, isn't it? And I've taken this image before, but from zoomed in. This is it coming back out. This is it, obviously, from way back. So again, not as detailed as the one I took before, but you've still got the same, like, broken up saucer image. It's crazy. It looks like two different craft pulled into one, doesn't it? And that wouldn't surprise me at all if they could just somehow disconnect and reconnect, maybe magnetically, would be the best way to describe it. I don't know. I mean, it's starting to look sexy now. Look at that. Oh, that one was taken far out as well. You know what? Might have to do a few more of them in the future. Well, I've got the file, guys. It's not going anywhere. It's a bit fuzzy, but it's still got in the same general shape. That's really cool, that is. Does look like a hat, doesn't it? Let's keep going. Okay. I can see the distortion this thing's making. Wow. I'm not going to redo them all, guys, just the ones that I feel like we're getting some detail. Distortion. Again, you've got a turret here. Inside there. Oh, I've got to do it again, just in case we're getting something, a shape of something. Look at that. Oh, mate, you just never know, do you? You just never know what we're looking at. So what I'm doing by squashing that image back, I'm trying to build the detail a little bit better without going too far back that I'm not going to get anything. So we'll go with that, guys. About 16 or 17 images. All right, guys. So it looks like we're going to go back to front a little bit, or maybe a bit of a mixed order here. You can see the ripple effect this thing creates. It's quite amazing, isn't it? It's quite amazing. It's like a very well detailed hat or boat. Airboat kind of suits. Look at it. It's like an airboat, isn't it? It's flipping awesome. It's crazy. You've got turrets coming off here. I believe there's one around all sides. That's a better image of the turret. And potentially a being inside there, you can see. It's given us very little, guys, very little, but again, I think this thing is spinning round, so with every frame we're going to get something slightly different. It's crazy stuff. you know, take it with a pinch of salt. I'm going to keep saying it. It's blur to clear function. So we put the video through AI. I have done this without using the AI, but I thought to do things differently, I will put it through the AI enhancement. I've then taken the snippets and enhanced using blur to clear AI function, and this is what we're getting, guys. So with all that in mind, I was going to say this is starting to get really cartoony, and it is, but you know, it's quite close to what we're seeing, honestly. Like when you see something like this, it does feel very cartoony. It feels like something animated is going on in the sky, and that's what's freaking out the UFO community that are properly researching this. Is anyone who's had the real sort of reality check, this is what it's about. It's the fact that it's like the Simpsons and the humans coming together. It's crazy stuff. And I'm not saying this is, you know, this is obviously an enhanced image of something, but if you look back at the original footage, it does look cartoony, guys. It looks too good to be true, but it is. And I think this depicts that really well. That's not such a good image there. Look at this. These are the ones taken from far out, if I remember right, so we're having to zoom in quite a bit here. We're going to get back into some really cool detailed ones in a moment, but yeah, look at this now. So we may have to do one more round, guys. We'll do a final 3, I think, and that's one. That's one. Really awesome. And here we go. Now we're starting to look more like the one I took before. Just less detailed, but yeah, you get the drift. Look at that. Again, we were missing that part of the saucer here, weren't we? Just the turret showing and a swirly thing inside there. What do we think, guys? Are we getting anything from that? Let me know in the comments. Oh, look at this. I don't even need to do that one again. That's spectacular. That really is spectacular, guys. Is that a being? Is that an ET being? Let me know in the comments. Do we think it is? Looks like an exhaust coming out of here, doesn't it? Flipping heck. Weren't expecting that. Definitely looks like one turret's facing this way, one's facing forward there. Not too sure. I thought they were all sort of facing just outwards, to be honest with you. That's where I'm just like not sure with the images that we're seeing, but I'll take that one again. We got that. It's pretty good. Again, what's going on here? I wonder. Oof. Close contender for number 3 there. We'll look at the last 4, guys, and then we'll go from there. See if we can pick a third one out. That's decent. Plain Jane. Something light coming out here, though. Is it behind something else? And this is see-through part. This is what's confusing, guys. There's definitely something light going on here. Is it a light being? Is it part of the propulsion? What's going on, guys? What's going on? You can see the force field or the field going around this thing. See? So it's partly visible and then not visible. There's something going around this like a bubble. It's incredible. Oh, look at this. Tough. It's tough. 2 more images. Hopefully we're going to get something good. Oh, what we got? Oh, do we enhance that one? Might be a little compartment inside here that we can see. Last one. Oh, I love that one. That one doesn't need to be done again. Look at that. Look at that. And that's just closed off, you know. Completely closed off. But you know what that looks like, guys? Steven Spielberg's billboard. Didn't it just? It looks awesome. That is what a flying saucer looks like, guys. Looks like an eye upside down. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I feel like this. It's between that one and this one. That one's really cool. but I feel like this one's going to give us a little bit more detail if I enhance it again. So we're going to go for number 3 on this one, and we're going to go to our last 3, guys. Well, there you have it. Look at that. And it's going backwards order. I love that, guys. Clear passageway here, this side of the saucer. You can still see the aura protruding around, at least partly around the craft, but I believe it goes all the way around, guys. And it creates this ripple effect. It makes it impossible for us to get clear image. So we just work with what we got. And that's been the case throughout history when trying to capture a clear image of these things. Oh, look at this. Beautifully done. It looks like a piece of art, regardless of how accurate it is. It looks like a piece of art from a real flying saucer, guys. Just always amazes me. I can't wait to hear what you guys have got to say. If you've made anything out, if you want me to look back at anything, let me know. Crazy stuff. Potentially something sat there ready to fire out. I've seen an image of this very thing as well, with a nice orb just ready to be fired out here. Do we have beings inside the craft, guys? Let me know in the comments. What do you guys see here? Do you make any comparisons against what you've seen in the past? Maybe something's caught your eye that relates back to ancient text or ancient carvings. Maybe there's something out there that captures your eye, that makes you go, you know what, I've got something that I can show that relates to that. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. That's the purpose of doing this. And with that said, guys, I do appreciate your time. Ben in Oklahoma, thank you again very much. I hope you enjoyed that one. I certainly did myself. Guys, if ever you needed a reason to record the skies, that's your reason. They are out there, they're real. We can capture them in detail if we're lucky enough. And I'm sure if enough of us put the cameras in the skies, we'll do just that. Have a great weekend ahead. Thank you so much. Take care. All the best. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.